Guys, in this video, we will be learning pandas concat function in Python. I am using editor PyCharm and Python version 3.12 is installed on my computer. So concatenation means we are adding multiple things together, right? If you talk about string concatenation means add string together. For example, I have first name and the last name. I want to make full name. So what you will do? You will use plus operator to add two or more string, right? To make one. For example, I have first name, last name, cruise, and make full name, right? First name plus some space we will leave here and then last name. So you will get the full name. If you're in the program, so you will get full name Tom Cruise, right? This is the concept of concatenating strings, but our agenda of the tutorial is to concatenate two or more data frames into one, right? So with help of pandas concat function, we will be concatenating data frame. Okay, now let's get started with our today's tutorial. Let me remove this code, and before getting started with any of the implementation, we have to install pandas library on our computer. If you have not yet installed it, you have to open your command prompt, or you can open terminal and you can type in one command, that is pip install pandas, right? Once you execute this command, pandas library will be installed on your computer, then you can use its features. So let me import pandas library quickly. Import as pd, this is alias. Okay, so we have here two data frames, right? Where we have name column, age, address, right? In one data frame. In second data frame, we have name, qualification, right? For the employees. Okay. What we want? We want to concatenate both data frame into one data frame. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Let me minimize it. And I have some code handy to save some time. I have some dictionary with me. Okay. So this dictionary one, we have three columns, we have two rows. Okay, two names, ages, address. In the same way, we have dictionary two, we have name, we have qualification. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to create two data frames with the help of these dictionary, and then we will be concatenating those two data frames into one, right? Data frame one, pd.DataFrame. I'll be passing dictionary 1 and data frame 2, and even I am going to take indexes, my custom indexes for both the data frames 1, 2, right? And here I'm going to take index, okay? So that is 3 and 4, right? Pretty simple. So both two data frames are created if you print data frame 1 and data frame 2. So you will see your rows and columns for both the data frames, right? So we have one data frame, okay? We have second data frame, okay? Now let's see how to concatenate these two. Let me have some more space. And here I'm going to use one concat function pass on my data frame in the same way as we passed for series, right? Data frame and result one we will be printing, okay? Our both the data frames are concatenated into the one. For first and two index, we had no qualification, right? That's why the null values appeared. We have axis parameter as well here. Okay. If you make it one, so your output will be changed, right? So we are going to concatenate data frames, from left to right, means first data frame, then second, that way, with the help of axis equals to 1. If you're in the program, so you will see your first data frame added first here, then after that your second data frame was added, right? You see column name is duplicated now, but before axis equals to 0, the column name was same, right? So axis 1 means we are going left to right. From axis 0, we are going top to bottom. So this is called a outer join, right? How concatenate function worked. So this is called a outer join by default. Okay. If you make your join argument value as inner, which means it will check the condition on basis of both data frame indexes, right? Which will give you the matching records on basis of indexes, right? So we have two records in first data frame, we have two records as well in second data frames. But here if we apply join as inner, which means it will check each indexes one by one from each other, right? If it is matched, then only the output would be generated. Otherwise, no output will be generated. If you run the program again, so you will see no data, right? It would be empty data frame because the indexes are unique for both the data frame. If you make it one, right, for your data frame 2, then your inner join will work. Okay. If you're in the program again, so you will see only one record because index are now matched for both the data frame. That's why inner join is applied. This inner join is same as we have joins in SQL, in SQL, right? Inner join. If I make it any other key, so it will not join anything, right? Because indexes are unique for both the data frames, right? If I make it 3 here and here I make 2, so second record will be concatenated, right? Second record, this and this. Okay, if you're in the program again, so you will see now the Adam records. Okay. If you want to specify keys for your data frame in the concat function, that is also possible. You can pass on like keys data frame 1 and my data frame 2, right? If you run the program again, so you will see here we have inner join. So let me make outer, right? It will include all records from both the data frames, right? So you will see data frame 1 columns and data frame 2 columns. Okay, that way you can segregate your data frames as well. Okay, since axis equals to 1, that's why the keys are appeared at the top. But if you make axis equals to 0, then your keys would be appeared on the left, right? Join is still outer by default, right? So outer means we are making union, right? Making union for all the data frames. You can have n number of data frames. If you want to make it one more data frame, that is also possible. You create data frame 3, new pass here, right? Like df3, it will work. Okay, but make sure whether how many data frame you are passing, same number of keys you have to pass here. Okay, you can use append function also, right? Pandas append function also to concatenate two data frames, right? How? I say data frame 1 dot append function. Okay, so we have underscore append and data frame 2. Okay, so it will work same as concatenate this function. Okay, if you're in the program again, so you will see the same thing. Okay, so you made a union here, okay, across the data frames, right? 1 and 2. We have one important case, that is we have a data frame, we have a series as well, right? If you want to concatenate one series and one data frame, so how it will be done, right? I have one new series handy with me to save some time. So series 3, right? If you print it, so it will show you two columns, name and subject. Okay, so name and subject Krish, and subject is math. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to concatenate this series into data frame 1. Okay, so same way we will be doing. So we will be creating result 2 and pd.concat. Okay, and here first we will take data frame 1 and then we will be taking series 3, okay, dot to frame. You see, we have one function which actually converts one series to data frame, right? And dot t. Okay, this is attribute for it. It will give you the data frame, right, from series. Okay, if you print the result 2, so it will concatenate data frame 1, this data frame, John Adam, and S3, right? Krish and Matt. If you're in the program again, so you will see Krish is now added as a third record. Okay, these two record belongs to data frame 1 and this record belongs to this series. You can pass ignore index also, right? We want to ignore index so that our index would be generated uniquely, right? So 0, 1, 2. In this tutorial, we have seen how we can use pandas concat function in Python. We have seen concatenation in Python we have seen how to concatenate more than two data frame into one, right? Okay.
That brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.